Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are heading to Vancouver, the largest Canadian city on the west coast and a true PNW gem. We share how we spent 4 lovely summer days here and what we spent. So let's get into it. We started our day by heading to the Coal Harbour waterfront. Vancouver Convention Centre, Canada Place, and Burrard Landing are all here. The Olympic Cauldron is also placed in this area. It's a lovely setting by the water. From the patio, you have a view of the ships docking at Canada Place and seaplanes flying from time to time with the backdrop of the North Shore Mountains. The pixelated killer whale is set against the water and it's a fun piece of art. The perimeter of the convention center is Burrard Landing and it's lined with retail stores and restaurants. You will find souvenir shops, restaurants, bars, and cafes here. We went to Golden Horn Turkish Bakery and Cafe for a quick bite. We tried their Turkish pastries, the baklava, and the coffee. The pastries were really good. Right next to Burrard Landing is Canada Place, the main cruise ship terminal for Vancouver. Its architecture is the draw card, with the 5 distinct white sails making it a recognizable landmark around the world. It has a very energetic vibe with the activity of the cruise ships and tourist attractions such as the virtual flight tour. From here, we headed to Gastown, Vancouver's oldest neighborhood. In the span of a few blocks, you time travel from high-rises to Victorian architecture, cobblestone streets, and steam clocks. The place has an old town charm to it, and it's worth stopping at a number of fascinating tourist spots: the Steam Clock, Hudson House Trading Company, and Maple Tree Square. The Steam Clock whistles the Westminster chime every 15 minutes. It was a fun experience watching it go off. There are quite a few bars and restaurants in Gastown. We were looking for a unique dining experience and decided to try Ukrainian cuisine at Kozak. The vibe is upscale, and since we were new to the cuisine, learning how to eat a borscht, I'm probably mispronouncing it, was an interesting experience. Highly recommend this place if you're looking for something new. We love the food. We started this day a bit late with brunch at OEB Breakfast & Co. at Quayside Marina. It was nice and sunny, so we sat outside. They have a mimosa flight that we really liked and included flavors like mango, grapefruit, and orange. Their brunch menu was fun. We ordered the holy crab from their Benny menu and an avocado bagel sandwich from the vegetarian menu. Everything was delicious. Then we headed to English Bay. It's the most busy beach in Vancouver's downtown area and is bustling with people in the summer. It had a lovely vibe. It's sort of the place to be on a warm summer day in Vancouver. Parking is a hassle though, so there's that, but walking on the beach totally makes it worth the hassle. We grabbed a couple of e-bikes from the rental stands and headed to Stanley Park, which is right next to it. Much like New York's Central Park, Stanley Park provides an oasis from the hustle and bustle of Vancouver. The park is really popular for birding, road biking, and running. At Brockton Point, you'll see the First Nations cultural area that has a visitor center and 9 totem poles with indigenous art. This is the most visited area in the park and actually all of Vancouver. It has a lot of trails for hiking and a route along the coast called the Seawall. From the seawall, you can see North Vancouver with the mountains in the background and seaplanes going up and down. At night, we headed back to English Bay to find a restaurant and ended up at Biryani, an Indian bistro and bar. It's good, affordable Indian food. Just top it off with a good beer and you get a great day in Vancouver. And if you need dish recommendations, just let us know in the comments. We started our day biking around the streets of Vancouver. Bikes and scooters are, in our opinion, the best way to explore a city. And that's how we stumbled upon Honolulu Coffee. It's a cute little island-themed coffee shop with good drinks, bakery items, and desserts. We then headed to David Lamb Park to catch our aqua bus, which moves along Falls Creek to get us to Granville Island. The island is a cultural hub, and the most famous thing here is the public market. This place was packed. The public market hall is a food lover's paradise with endless rows of produce, cheese, snacks, along with restaurant stalls. You can easily spend a full afternoon here. Outside the public house, there are a lot of eclectic shops and artisan boutiques, each offering unique items. The Granville Island website is a great resource to plan your trip and look for ideas on how to spend your time there on your visit. After eating way too much at Granville Island, we headed to the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. There is a free shuttle that runs from the city between June and September. The tickets are cheaper online and you can save up to 25% if you visit after 5 p.m. That's what we did. As of 2024, the ticket price in the evening is around $56. There is a lot here for kids and plenty for adults too. The bridge becomes pretty crowded, so if you're looking for that Insta-worthy shot, plan for later in the day. It sways quite a bit and can be a bit unnerving for people with fear of heights. There are a bunch of boardwalk trails and treetop walks that provide a different view of the forest. The last one is the canyon cliff top that provides a view of a small waterfall. Then we headed to Happy Noodle House for dinner. On our last day, we took a day trip to Whistler. To get to Whistler from Vancouver, you take the Sea to Sky Highway or British Columbia Highway 99. It's a gorgeous drive along the side of Howe Sound that joins a network of fjords immediately northwest of Vancouver. There's a Sea to Sky gondola along this route, but we suggest saving the gondola experience for Whistler. There are plenty of places to stop and things to do along this route, but we kept it to a minimum. We stopped for a quick break at the outbound station, did not try the food, but the coffee was really good, and the view makes the stop totally worth it. Whistler is a famous ski town with a chalet-style pedestrian village area, but there are a bunch of activities for the summers as well. There's a lot to do and we plan to return for longer, but for one day we mainly explored the village. We took the peak-to-peak gondola that connects Whistler and Blackcomb Mountains, the two famous peaks here. We continued on to the top of Whistler using the chairlift. It can be a bit much for those afraid of heights, but we promise the reward is worth it. At the top, you can walk on the Cloudraker suspension bridge and admire the view from the Raven's Eye Lookout. We roamed around the village a bit before heading back. There are plenty of activities here for families, but if you are into mountain biking, this will be a paradise for you. This ended our 4-day trip in Vancouver. Our accommodation cost was $567, bringing our total for the trip to $1,251 for the 4 days. This cost does not include car rental since we had our own car. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And let us know where you would like us to go next.